Welcome to the Gold Plus Roundup, the monthly show where we review every Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus game given to you for free. The month of March was interesting. First month with only 2 PlayStation titles, so let's see how they held up. Star Wars Republic Commando, which is free for Xbox 360, Xbox One, is one of the most underrated Star Wars games that I can think of. This does take place in the legacy Star Wars universe because it is expanded universe material that is no longer canon because you're being trained by Mandalorians, and Mandalorians aren't exactly the same thing that they were in Star Wars. Without getting into a rant, I really like it. It's a great game. For a 14-year-old game, it's not bad. It plays pretty well, and I like this better than some of the other titles this month. If you haven't played this, you're really going to enjoy it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, free for PlayStation 4, is a classic in many ways, but unfortunately the remaster still brings in a lot of the flaws. The graphical upgrades are great, it runs smoothly, movement is smooth, but unfortunately the game will glitch in the NPC's favor and not yours, in the enemy's favor. I died multiple times to bullets that should not have hit me. I moved out of the way and still got hit. I got shot through walls. So a lot of the old bugs are still there. If you like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, this is great. It's a 12-year-old game, but it still holds up pretty well, except for those bugs that unfortunately can't be taken out unless you completely rehaul the game. Adventure Time Pirates of the Enchiridion is mediocre in every aspect except for the art. The art is very faithful to the cartoon. All the characters are recreated very well. The voice talent is here, so that ends my positive part of this review. Turn-based combat tends to be something for the more nostalgic crowd. This, to me, I felt it slowed it down. It could have been an action game. It would have been much better, and it would have appealed to more people, because I don't know who they were making this game for. Were they making it for adults who like Adventure Time, or were they making it for kids? I guess they're making it for adults who like Adventure Time, because it also almost rips off Wind Waker. Again, very lame version of it, but it's there. You're sailing around, and you're trying to pull up stuff from the sea, and it's really... To me, it's just a slog fest. If you like the show, you're probably going to enjoy this, but you'll probably only enjoy it because it's more Adventure Time. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 on Xbox 360 and Xbox One is also very mediocre. I wasn't happy with this game on multiple counts, but at least I know that this game wasn't made for me, unlike Adventure Time. I will say the characters and the variety of their abilities do lend themselves to some variety of gameplay, but to me, I still don't think this game is that great. Like, the humor is not quite there. The graphics are mundane. I think this would have done a lot better if it was a little bit more cel-shaded, if it was a little more comic booky. To me, it just rides this line of trying to be quasi-realistic in textures and also a cartoon. It doesn't quite fit, in my opinion. I'm sure some people enjoyed it, but I did not. The Witness for PlayStation 4 is one of my favorite puzzle games in a long time. The way that it teaches you puzzles, the way that it takes you through a story in understanding what the puzzles are and what's happened, and holds your hand just enough to help you understand the next puzzle, and as it builds principles, it's amazing. The graphics are exactly what I think that they should be in regards to the stylization. The movement is slow, but you don't have to really move that fast in this game. It's more about taking in the atmosphere and figuring out the puzzle. I highly recommend this to anybody who likes puzzle games, and I recommend it to people who don't, just so they can get an idea of how a good puzzle game can be, and how they can convey these answers in different and interesting ways. Highly recommended. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is a game that most people discounted because it's so different than anything else in the Metal Gear series. This is free on Xbox 360, by the way, and I think you should give it another shot if you discounted this in the past. It's a great game, it's got great action. You just have to ignore the fact that Kojima had nothing to do with it. that the storyline doesn't matter, the storyline doesn't sync up with anything else that he did in the Metal Gear series, if you can ignore that and just enjoy an over-the-top, ridiculous action game with a completely outlandish plot that, again, doesn't quite fit the Metal Gear series, I think you'll enjoy it. Just go into it fresh. Go into it thinking this is something new, this is something different. And I think you'll enjoy it. I did. So that's it for the Gold Plus Roundup. All the free games reviewed for you. A little bit less than usual since PlayStation changed their game, but let me know in the comments what you think about these games and what you think about PlayStation's move to only having 2 games and only PlayStation 4 since they no longer are putting out PS3 and PS Vita games. Let us know in the comments, and as always, check out the podcast for more up-to-date gaming news and follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and everywhere else.
Thanks for watching This Week in Our Collective Heads. Subscribe over here and click the bell, and that way you'll know about any new videos that we put up, because we put up a lot of gameplay, a lot of stories from games and stuff like that, and gameplay is down here.
Yeah, and you got more editorials and news stuff down here. Check it out.